It is Saturday, July 19th. We're out here at Paula. We are here for a PRS Regional match, and this is probably my first official PRS Centerfire match I'm going to shoot. I only came out here to really get some rounds through my NRL Hunter rig, so I'm in their Sportsman's class, which they now have for kind of lighter weight rifles. I think it's a 13-pound limit or something, which my gun easily meets. But in any case, I'm just really here to run the gun through just some kind of stages. It's hard to practice with this rifle at my range with just sort of generic drills. I'd rather just shoot it in a match of some sort to get some iterations with it and repetitions with it. So I'm not really here to kind of really win, because I don't think I'm going to shoot very well at all, but just want to get some time with the gun. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and just get set up. We'll get my gear ready, and then we'll try to zero and see if my gun lines up at least with 600, 800 yards, hopefully, and we'll go from there.
No.
We also have an inordinate number of, quote, new skill shooters. So I want to go over what that means. We, as a club, really encourage making our matches welcoming to new shooters. So we give new shooters a discount. We have practice sessions, all kinds of things. There are a bunch of them signed up today. They're spread throughout the squads. So everybody with some experience, be helpful to the new shooters. We want them out here. We want them enjoying this and having a good time.
Spotter up. Shooter ready? Yes, I am. Stand by. When I was holding, you want to move it over? I was holding over. Oh yeah, you were clear. Were you holding the left? No scope. Nope. No scope. Dead center. Honestly, I was smacking it right in the middle. Why would I move? Equally as good. Did you see that fucking result? Attack. Let me rip that thing. Impact. Impact. I used it. I got one. Yeah. Re-engage? Yep. Impact. Damn, numbers time. Got him for 4. Stand by. Impact. Impact. Impact.
Mike, you got the
Impact. 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 Back left. Yeah, two. Is that time? That's time, no? Is it time? Yeah, I think that's time.
Maybe a shotgun.
Yeah. I was shooting shotguns and I actually like that, but it's more so because I just like the like recoil of it. Yeah.
There's I'm sure somebody out here has like a bigger bore rifle, 300 Win Mag or something like that. That's a rifle.
Yeah. I know everybody's shooting like 50 gallons. I was like, I always thought like a 6.5 or a 2 didn't matter that, but it actually is not too bad, especially because the guns are so heavy.
And then you got the rage and stuff. These guys have like,
There's like no recoil.
yeah, they have some fucking awesome barrels.
Yeah. They're huge.
Like, I got a pretty thick barrel,
Yeah.
but I can hunt with that gun.
Yeah.
Oh, is it that one right there?
I mean, how much do those things usually weigh? Like 20 pounds?
Oh, those are easily 20
Get in there.
plus and like they have weights on the side of it.
Target two, one more shot.
I thought my rifle was 14 pounds. I'm a young kid. Still trot around.
I mean, you look pretty young. I don't know how old you are. Probably the younger one here.
Yeah, I know. I seen somebody with like their kid.
Yeah.
Impact.
It's alright. I did a
Impact.
Missouri
Too slow. I got 5
different
seconds.
format. It was like
We got 6 shots.
that deal, so we.
Shooter ready?
Shooter is ready.
Stand by. You should meet the dudes I work with. They're not good people. Danny, out of the way! Out of the way, Danny! You sharpen up that short. Stop yelling at me.
Saturday today.
I literally think that's the same fucking spot everybody's missing that first part. Well, I have a hit in right over it. I think you were over that left on that far right. Yeah, I hope so. Like it's definitely switching up out there. Impact!
Oh yeah.
Come on, feed. Back.
Yeah. Well, because like, so you know how you go to like.
Hit back.
Nice. Time to make that last 7 seconds. Stupid magazines.
Still have time.
7 seconds.
So I'm recording this outro because we had a stoppage of the match. And if you follow my Instagram or following my Instagram, you probably saw a photo that I posted in my story of a fire. And so what had happened shortly after I finished my 4th stage, we were running the rest of the people in that squad over, and then somebody yelled out, "Hey, I think there's a fire out there in the impact area," and come to find out there was a fire. And so they tried to run some guys out there with fire extinguishers, and they could not get it under control, and it started to spread. They ended up just calling 911, and firefighters, first responders came in, and so they basically called the match. The second you call 911, it's over. So called the match, and we pretty much vacated. And I didn't stick around to record video. I mean, that's not the time to do that. So we just basically packed up our gear, got our guns, and just put in our vehicles, and we basically left because, got to clear out the area for first responders. I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm recording this at home. I just got home. And I'm just sitting in my front porch right now to record this outro. So hopefully things went okay as far as the firefighting goes, and they got to it before it really spread. But I will go ahead and just skip over those details because, I mean, there's not much I can tell you about there. But I was able to get through 4 of the 8 stages. There were 8 stages. And basically, I wasn't shooting too well. We were shooting at basically 105 and 120-second part times for the 3 stages, or 4 stages we shot. It was 105 for 3 of the stages and 120 for 1 of the stages. When I was on. So basically, for the most part, I was hitting, except the KYL stage, which was like the first one off of a tank trap, I think. But the other ones, I was basically getting on, shooting and hitting. And when I was able to, get up my rifle on there and take a shot, I was typically hitting it. But there were a couple times where I missed and whatnot, but I was feeling very comfortable with my gun. However, I was having magazine issues, so I had adjusted the feed lips on the AW mag in order to get the rounds to pick up off the bolt, but I was still having problems. So I'm gonna have to tweak that a little bit more. But some guys were making some recommendations as far as how I should go ahead and adjust for the AW magazines. But I think I'm on the right path as far as getting the magazine catch all the way up so that it presents the mag as high as possible, and then opening up the feed lips in order for the bolt to pick it up. And that's the right route. If somebody has any better ideas, I'll try those. But worst case scenario, I end up running AICS mags in my NRL Hunter rig with the MDT carbon and MDT bottom metal. I'd rather not run AICS mags. I mean, they're almost guaranteed to work, but I'd rather run AW mags. Not much else to say here. I'm looking over the course of fire, and I will just say that it definitely timed out I did not get all my rounds off on the stages. 105 is really fast. I think with a light rifle, like the Sportsman, in the Sportsman class with like a 12-pound rifle, it's really, I think it's harder to really get your gun stable and feel comfortable. I definitely took a lot of time to get my gun situated and then take a clean shot. But I could try to speed it up and I might miss more shots, but I mean, hits are hits, right? So I think one of the stages, I can't remember which one, I fired 8 rounds out of 10, but all 8s were hits, right? And that's great. 8 for 8, 2 saved. So I just need more practice with this gun. But I mean, granted, it's an NRL Hunter rig at the same time, and you don't really have that kind of time crunch. You have 4 minutes, but your time crunch is different, right? Because it's all about glassing, and your shots are probably the secondary aspect of it. Unlike PRS, where it's all about taking the shots. So yeah, I mean, it was a nice opportunity to practice. I wish that we didn't have the unfortunate circumstance of a fire breaking out. But I mean, it was good time to actually practice with my NRL Hunter rig in something other than just normal flat range work, just by myself running casual drills, right? It's nice to actually be on clock where it's a match and you're really under some sort of, your blood pressure's up, heart rate's up, and you're just trying to run through the cadence. So that was a nice opportunity. Anyway, I'm gonna spend some time tweaking that magazine a little bit more, and then we'll probably test it out. I'm gonna make some more dummy rounds and see if I can get that sucker to feed, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, That's it for today. Today is Saturday, July 19th. I'm at home instead of at the Paula Range. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vlog.